Okay, so I have finished my first semester of art school. Pretty cool, I think. And this is what I've got to say about it. People always, I feel like it's a common, trope, I suppose, that going to art school is a complete waste of money. And for some, it is, and it might be, and I'll get into that later, actually. But I think it's just really fear-mongery to say that to creatives, because, for me, I've loved it so far, and it has not felt like a complete waste of money. In some aspects, it has, because, my school's meal plan, not that great. So, yeah, we really just had to hold some space for those awful moments. But regardless of that, it's just the same things over and over. I've had chicken tenders and fries too many times. Too many times. How much it costs for a dorm is insane, to say the least. But the things I'm learning and the people I'm surrounded by, it all feels beneficial to me. I've enjoyed every single one of my classes that I have had this first semester, because they're foundations classes, and I don't know, I think it's understandable to complain about foundations courses, just because, not everyone is going to be into drawing, not everyone's going to be into making videos or photography or, yada yada, but I think it's unfortunate when people don't, put the time and effort into making the most out of what they are given. In reality, I'm probably not gonna be doing a whole lot of woodworking or metalworking when I'm here, at least for my classes, but, I really valued and enjoyed learning those skills. I wanted to learn those skills for a long time, and I never felt I could because I wasn't comfortable in, those spaces at my public high school, and so, I don't know, I feel like it's just a huge opportunity, so, take advantage of it, and, but yeah, I enjoyed all my classes. I enjoyed every single project to some degree. They were all, relevant and useful to the class material. I don't know, I liked the things I made, and I think I did like the things I made because I put effort into them. I really enjoyed learning new things, like I said, the woodworking and metalworking, but also video editing and stop motion and art history, even though I definitely don't remember any of it. It's interesting material. And all my teachers were really awesome. Because they're all also creatives, it just feels different. They're all really different, but they're all helpful and interesting people, and were there. They made it abundantly clear that they were there to help you, and they want you to succeed. which I think is really valuable. And then, I don't know, I also enjoyed challenging myself. I definitely did that a few times, and I don't know, I don't see the point in not putting my all into every project, or at least close to my all in every project, because, like, what's the point then if I'm not doing that? So that was my classes. Specifically, my 18, I think, by 24 lino print I did, that was a pain. I definitely think it was worth it, but it was really challenging, and I'm glad I did it. I think the print is really nice, just saying. Woodworking was interesting. I've never done that before. I think it turned out pretty good for, someone of my skill level. Same with metal. That was scary, to say the least. But it's really fun being in there. And, like, I've always loved hands-on mediums. Like, I love clay. Sadly, that is not really a thing here. But I love clay with all my heart. And so there's something special to me about working with my hands and, metalworking and woodworking. Like, I don't know, I like seeing, like, myself get dirty and seeing the, like, product eventually make itself, I don't know, that sounds dumb as hell. And I'm also very grateful that I have met some really cool people. Not all our friends, but, just acquaintances. Like, the energy here, and I feel like I'd feel this way at any art school, but it feels really encouraging to be surrounded by so many creatives and people that do vastly different things, and I just, like, I don't know, it's this, like, unspoken energy of, like, we are all here working towards the same goal to some extent, and it's really inspiring. And it's extra inspiring because our professors and teachers and whatever are all also creatives, and so it's nice to see people older than you, who have been where you are right now and are doing the thing and are seemingly at least doing well and doing what they love. And I don't know, I also love just being surrounded by my peers because, like, there's a constant flow of, like, ideas and inspiration around you. Like, I feel as though the inspiration is just right in front of me, whereas, like, I don't know, I feel like in non-creative spaces you really have to go searching for inspiration, but I don't feel that here, and I think that's really great. Yeah. Something else about constantly being inspired. There is always artwork, like, everywhere, on every floor of the school. It's student work, being displayed, and it's, like, constant, like, every other week, or, like, every week, there's something new, to look at, and it's really nice, and I enjoy seeing what my peers and upperclassmen are doing here, and it inspires me to make it to that level. Yeah. Something that's also great is, like, being taken seriously about being a creative, like, in public school. I feel like being an artist is scoffed at, and I feel like sometimes it's even scoffed at by, like, art teachers. Like, I feel like art teachers are kind of in the in-between, where, like, they think you can make it being an artist, but, like, they think that path is being an art teacher, which you can be, and that's great, but I don't know, I don't think obviously this doesn't apply to everything, but I feel like being an artist is so ridiculed and scoffed at public schools, and even by your peers, your friends, and your acquaintances. Like, you're never really taken that seriously. I feel like there's always an underlying level of skepticism, and, like, it feels like when you're telling a child that, like, yeah, you can be president someday, or yeah, you're gonna go to space and be an astronaut, and, like, it feels disheartening. I don't know, but it feels really weird to fully, to some degree, believe in yourself as an artist and think, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna make it. And when you seriously bring up creative adventures you want to pursue, and it's seen as a hobby, then it's not to me. Art is my whole life. So yeah, it's really nice being surrounded by like-minded creative people, where I can share my ideas and my, creative adventures I want to go on, and not be, like, pushed to the side, or, it's quite nice. But now we're on to the annoying things, because I've got a lot to say. So, even though I do really enjoy being surrounded by creative people and art people, some people are just way too artsy fartsy. I said it. Don't shoot the messenger. I said it. Like, sometimes it's really crazy how many words people use to try to describe an idea or a thought, and they really just end up saying nothing. And you might be saying, well, Toby, aren't you doing the same exact thing right now? Maybe. but I feel like I'm saying something. These people will start their thought by saying, I don't know if any of this really makes sense, and then talk for at least a minute and end up saying a whole lot of nothing. And look, that's fine. Not everything has to be profound. It just doesn't. But then let's just keep that to ourselves. I don't know. Maybe that's a thought for after class and not during. Just a thought, just a little thought experiment. And then this is the real thing that really gets me, is people who are here and who are spending so much money. It's insane. It's quite ridiculous, if I'm being honest. Spending so much money, and yet they don't believe in themselves as an artist or what they make. And I'm just confused, because it's if you don't believe that you will amount to anything, then why are you paying so much money to be here? It's just a waste. It's simply a waste. And that's what I was getting at earlier when I was saying, it's cliche that art school is a waste of money for everyone. And I don't think that's true, but for some people I do, because I don't understand why you would spend this much on something you are unsure about. I understand being nervous or worried about the future, because I am too. But at the end of the day, I believe that I will make it to some degree, and be okay, and be able to, do art as my thing, and I feel like there's a lot of people here that genuinely don't think that way. They doubt themselves, and they doubt their art, and I think that's fine to some degree. Not everything is a masterpiece, and you're not going to be good at everything, and that's normal. But to be so uncertain while paying this much to be here is just ridiculous to me. It is. And then something that also really annoys me is people that don't actually put any effort into what they're doing. And I understand, I touched on this earlier too, I understand, not everyone is a 3D person. Not everyone is, gonna make stop motion videos, whatever. But why aren't you trying? I seriously don't get it. You are, once again, paying a lot to be here. You're gonna be here regardless. So why not spend the time to actually put effort into what you're making? I don't get it. I seriously don't. I don't know. It confuses me so much. A lot. But at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do, but observe. And yeah. But for the most part, it's been a really great first semester. I think I did good, and I'm excited for what's to come. And yeah, I think that's about it.